T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We've gone for main engine start. We have main engine start.
Ladies and gentlemen, rock and roll.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy blessed Friday. And thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. And as always, this is your channel. This is your channel. This is our channel. Good evening, David. I'm sorry. Good morning. Good morning, David James. Good morning, Michael Mormile. Good morning, yes. Yes, Hoda. Yes, Hoda. Yes, Hoda. Welcome. Kid Rock, welcome. Hold on, everyone. Paul C. Paul C, welcome. And Miss Jane Perry. Thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. And everyone that is listening, and everyone that will see this telecast later on. God bless everyone. David James, God bless you. Thank you for coming. Special blessings tonight for Emery's dear mother. Special blessings tonight for Emery's dear mother, with the utmost respect, and his entire family. Special blessings for my nephew, Emery. If Emery arrives, I will send the link immediately. tonight's topic is Emery is just a good person. I repeat, Emery is just a good person. The purpose of this telecast is to give my opinion, my personal opinion that I have of Emery. I do not like what is happening on YouTube. I am talking in general. I'm not going to mention no names whatsoever. I am talking in general. I do not like when a person is judged. The only person that has the right to judge others is God. That is the only person. Also, how can you have an opinion of a person if you don't even know the person? A lot of people are judging people on YouTube that they do not know. So how can you judge a person without knowing them? I've been on YouTube active almost 2 years. And this is my personal opinion of Emery. Just a good person. Just a good person. Emery is just a good person. He's a good young man. That is my opinion of Emery. And also, Emery is one of the most talented, brilliant, intelligent young men on YouTube with a potential of over 1 million subs. That is a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact. I would like to welcome my dear friend from Rome, Italy, Andrea Fatali. Andrea Fatali. A big hug for Andrea Fatali and his whole entire family. Muchas bendiciones, Andrea. Muchas bendiciones. Andrea is Italian. Andrea dominates the Italian language excellent. He also dominates the English language, and he also dominates the Spanish language perfectly. And he also knows other languages. So Andrea is a very professional, very prepared person, and one of the nicest people that you can meet on YouTube. So everyone, greet Andrea and give Andrea a big hug. Everyone on YouTube can learn from Andrea. Andrea is a true professional. Born and raised in Italy, Rome, a professional. He works in different international foreign countries. A person of very well prepared, a very well prepared professional. We should all aspire to be like Andrea. We should all aspire to be like Andrea. Very important. A person that dominates many foreign languages. That is very important. That is very important. That is very important to learn more than one language, and to also learn cultures to learn cultures of different countries. It is very important. That will open your mind up and you will become a full person. Let me check the chat. I'm checking the chat. Hold on, everyone. Hold on. I don't want to miss anyone. Mario, thank you for coming. Mario. Top G, thank you for coming. Mario, God bless your family. God bless you. And thank you for coming. And great to see you again in the chat theater. Top G, welcome. God bless you and God bless your family. And thank you for coming. And thank you for coming. Getting back to the topic, and I stand by my opinion, and no one can change the opinion that I have of Emery. No one. First, I'm born and raised in the South Bronx. I have met many people from different cultures, from different races, from different heritages. Born and raised in the South Bronx, New York City. New York City is the city where more people of different cultures live. New York City is the heart of our nation. Again, I repeat, New York City is the heart of our nation, and I am proud of being born and raised in New York. I am a New Yorker. And I give thanks to God that I was born and raised in New York. And I had the honor of growing up with Jewish, with Italian, with African Americans, with people of all cultures and heritages. I give thanks to God that I was born in New York City, and I have New York always in my heart. I have New York always in my heart. And again, I repeat, Emery is just a good person, and I'm going to repeat it a million times. One of the most talented people on YouTube. One of the most talented people on YouTube. A person that when Emery goes on the air, Emery can carry a telecast for 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 12 hours by himself. And you never get bored. Never. He's talented, has a great personality, a great sense of humor, and I repeat, just a good, decent human being. And let me tell you something about Emery. What I don't understand is this. God bless his dad. His father is in heaven. God bless the memory of his father, and a lot of his close relatives have passed away. Our utmost respect. But I don't understand this, and this I say with respect. I don't understand Emery's father, God bless his soul, and his dear mother. They should have took Emery. They should have tied him up with a rope and forced him to go to the university. Again, I repeat. God bless the memory of Emery's father, and my respect to his mother, which she is alive, and I send her trillions of blessings. But they should have tied up. They should have took a rope and tied Emery up and forced him to go to the university and get a degree. Emery And to be clear, there is still time. There is still time. Emery is young. He can still go to the university and get his degree in history and become a history professor. It is never too late. A few months ago on the news, they presented an 80-year-old grandmother, may God bless her, got her bachelor's degree from a university. An 80-year-old grandmother. We all have to applaud that. It is never too late. Emery is young. Emery could go to the university and get his bachelor's degree, and even get a master's, and even get a doctorate if he puts his mind to it. And he can become a history professor in at the high school or college level. That is the potential that Emery has. And I want to make this clear. Emery is not a racist. I repeat, Emery is not a racist. Just because you admire an example. I'm going to give you an example. And this is a fact. But a lot of people don't read. A lot of people do not do research. Listen to what I'm about to say, because it is a fact and you can look it up. General George S. Patton, one of our greatest generals of all time, of all our history. General Patton, listen to what I'm about to say, because it's a fact. General Patton admired and respected the German army. That doesn't mean that General Patton is a Nazi or was a Nazi. May God bless his soul. I repeat, General Patton, red, white, and blue himself, blood and guts himself, one of our most decorated generals of our armed forces, one of the greatest generals that ever lived, General George S. Patton. Those that do not have any knowledge of General George S. Patton, when you have time, just enter on YouTube and you will see all his documentaries and his biography. He was a great man and a great soldier. Graduated from West Point, just like General MacArthur, and just like all our distinguished generals of the armed forces. The majority of them graduates from West Point. West Point is located in upstate New York. A great history and a great tradition. All of that history is on YouTube. You can look for it, you can learn from it, and you can entertain your minds and have knowledge. I repeat, General Patton admired the German army, its discipline. Let me tell you something about the German army of World War II. These are facts. This is not something that I am inventing. You can look it up for yourselves. You can do the research yourselves. That way you know that I'm telling you the truth. The German army of World War II, they were more advanced in their arms than us, the Americans. They had uh, they had the best ships. They had the best planes. They were very well trained. They were very well disciplined. And that you have to respect. That you have to respect. To be clear, that Adolf Hitler committed atrocities, committed genocide, committed murder. That is a fact, and that is unacceptable. And that is unacceptable. And all these Nazis that committed them war crimes, all of them, the majority of them, they face justice, and it's called the Nuremberg trial. It is also on YouTube. To be clear, we send our respect to the Jewish people. Over 7 to 8 million Jews were assassinated in death camps, and that was wrong. That is wrong. That is one of the biggest sins in our history. And that was committed under Hitler and under the Nazis. To be clear, they in the German army. There were a lot of generals that wanted to get rid of Hitler, because Hitler was a demon. Hitler was a demon, and there were a lot of generals in the German army that wanted to get rid of Hitler, because Hitler under Hitler's direction, he completely destroyed Germany and committed atrocities. So do not misunderstand what I am saying. To be clear, again, I repeat, General Patton and many other generals in the American army admired the German army, but they respected that nation because of their military power. Do you understand? It is like a boxer. A boxer respects another boxer because of his ability to box. So that is the same thing with Emery. Emery is a history buff, is a history fanatic. Emery is a history fanatic. Emery likes Roman history, German history, anything that has to do with history. Emery likes it, and he studies it, and he absorbs it. That's a come, Emery. You see that on his channel, he does history lives. And I repeat, Emery is not a racist, never has been a racist. Emery is not a Nazi. He's never been a Nazi in his entire life. That is a fact. I know very well Emery. I've been on YouTube almost 2 years, and I know very well Emery. I know Emery as well as I know my grandson. And I know the kind of person that is Emery. To be clear, what I do not like, and I talk in general, are people judging Emery, and they don't even know him, and saying things that are saying things that are not correct. And what they're doing is trying to damage his reputation, and that is a mortal sin. That is a mortal sin. When you try to damage the reputation of another person, that is a mortal sin. It is also against the law. If Emery wanted to, but I know for a fact that he would never do it. If Emery wanted to, he can go to his police precinct and file a complaint for harassment. It is very simple. You see, you can criticize a person for one day, but not every day. You cannot do that. That is against the law. And I've said it a million times. You can have a disagreement with a person, but to constantly harass that person, that is harassment. That is against the law. And like I always say, if you are being harassed on YouTube, and I tell you, and I have said it, and I have said it to Emery, and I tell Emery tonight, Emery, if you feel that you are being harassed, and you are being harassed, because I am on YouTube, I am a witness. I see that people are harassing you. You can go to your nearest police department. That is a right that you have. To be clear, that is a right that Emery has, and that is a right that all of you have. Everyone that participates on YouTube, again I say, if you are being harassed, go to your local police precinct and file a formal complaint and follow it through until it gets to a court of law. That is the correct way. And to be clear, I am not here to mention names because it is unnecessary. Everyone knows who is harassing Emery. Everyone knows. So there is no need for me to mention any names. We all know who is good. We all know who is good and who is bad. It is simple. We are intelligent people here on YouTube. And there are a lot of troublemakers. People that dedicate every day to make trouble. They are people on YouTube that look for trouble with people that are not even involved in trouble. Let me check the chat, please. Okay. Hold on, everyone. Okay. Okay. Kid Rock says Mario, 100% right on point. Okay. Mario says, I have a deceased cousin who was also a German army history buff. He knew all about Rommel. Okay. Rommel. I know Rommel and Hitler. My cousin was no Nazi. He was fascinated with World War II history. That is an excellent comment. I am going to paste the comment of Mario. Wait, hold on. I pressed the wrong button. Hold on. Whoop. Oh boy, press the wrong button. Okay, I got the button. Okay. I am going to read again. I am going to read again the comment that Mario made. Excellent comment, Mario. Excellent. Mario M. I have a deceased cousin. May he rest in peace and God bless his memory, who was also in the German army. Who was also a German army history buff. He knew all about Rommel and Hitler. My cousin was no Nazi. He was fascinated with World War II history. There you have Emery. Emery is fascinated by German history and also fascinated by Roman history. And Emery is fascinated by stories of old times. Emery was even fascinated when once I told a story that my mother used to make me salami sandwiches in the 60s for me to go to Yankee Stadium. Emery was fascinated by that. Just telling the stories of when I was a young boy. And I'm going to repeat it 100 times. Emery is just a good person. Just a good person. Emery is an intellectual. That is what Emery is. He is an intellectual. If I would take Emery and I would take him to a university and lock the university up with him inside and force him to be in the university, and he can't get out until he shows me the bachelor's degree. Emery would become a history teacher, because Emery has that potential. And also Emery has the potential here on YouTube for over 1 million subs. That is reality. And there's a lot of individuals that, being that they cannot compete with Emery, they are just jealous of him, and they harass him, because that's the way evil people are. You see, a lot of people in the world, I'm talking in general, a lot of people in the world, when they see a bright person, instead of helping that person become brighter, what they do is they try to stomp on the person. And people that do that are evil people. Evil, being that they are stuck in life, being that they have no talent whatsoever, and when they see a talented person, and being that they cannot compete with that person, they want to destroy that person. And that is what they want to do with Emery. But it's not going to happen. And I'm going to tell you why it's not going to happen. Because Emery believes in God. And Emery is protected by our Lord thy God, and by the Holy Mother, the Virgin Mary. Emery has great faith in God. Emery has great faith in the Holy Mother. And Emery is protected. So these individuals can throw all the knives. This is a metaphor. They can throw all the knives, but not even one knife will reach Emery, because Emery is protected by God. And that is a fact. And Emery will go forward in the name of God, in the name of our Holy Mother. And I profess that, with the faith that I have in God and the experience that I have as a 67-year-old father and grandfather. So what we're going to do tonight, all the people that want bad for Emery, what we're going to do, we are going to pray. We are going to pray. We are going to pray for them. We are going to pray for them. That is what we are going to do. Here on this channel, this channel is dedicated to God and to the Holy Mother. And our behavior will always be in the highest level. And most important, and I want to repeat it again, the reason I am bringing this topic up, because Emery is very dear to my heart. He is like my son, and I want the best for my son. I want the best for my son. And I want the best for everyone. I even want the best for those that want to do evil to Emery. I want the best for them, and I want them to stop the harassment that they have with Emery. Please stop. Because the evil that you do to others, will multiply and come back to you. If you want evil for Emery, that same evil is not going to fall on Emery. It's going to multiply and fall on the individuals that want evil for Emery. That's the way it works. That's the way it works. If you want evil for a person, that evil that you want for the person is going to come back for you. And it's going to come back triple. That's the way it works. That's the way it works. Hold on, everyone. Okay, Paul C, welcome, Paul C. Okay, Paul C, listen to me carefully. You don't have to apologize if you come late. You don't have to apologize. No matter the time you come, you are welcome. Period. Don't forget that this is not a job. This is not obligated. To be clear, you come to this channel if you want to come, and you are welcome at any time. You don't have to apologize. You don't have to apologize. And something else, Paul C. Listen to me carefully, okay? I know that you do it in good faith, but you don't have to call me boss. I am not a boss. I am just a father and a grandfather. and it is just a father and a grandfather on a channel. That's all it is. But I'm not a boss. I know that you say it in a nice way, but uh, uh, if you call me Uncle Edwin, just call me Uncle Edwin, and that is fine. Okay? And a big hug for Paul C. A big hug. And thank you, Paul C., for coming. Just call me Uncle Edwin. Uncle Edwin is fine, or Edwin is just fine. There's no problem. But to be clear, I'm not I appreciate the love and everything, but please do not call me boss. Uh, uh, Uncle Edwin or Edwin is fine. I like to keep it simple and humble. We keep it simple and humble here. We here down to earth. Here, here we live in reality. And a big hug for Paul. A big hug for Paul C. And thank you, Paul. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate everyone. To be clear, I don't want no misinterpretations. And here we are a family. I learned from you, and I hope you learn from me also. We learn from each other. We learn from each other. And like I always say, we are all content creators. We are all content creators. Uh, Getting back to the topic, I've known MRE almost 2 years. MRE is a good, decent person. This is the opinion I have of MRE. That way you know the trust that I have in MRE. This is a metaphor. If I have $1 million in cash, $1 million in cash, and I have them in suitcases, and the suitcases are locked with keys. I give the key to MRE, and I give all the suitcases to MRE, and I tell MRE, please save this. Please save these $1 million for me. Put them in a safe place. That is the trust that I have in MRE. And another person on YouTube that I have a lot of trust in, Uncle Tindu. Uncle Tindu. And I also have a lot of trust in Tommy Siggs. Tommy Siggs. And also there's another gentleman, also Ralph Mucci. Ralph Mucci. Ralph Mucci. These are all people that you can trust. These are trustful men that you can trust. And what a coincidence. And what a coincidence that they are all of Italian heritage. So God bless all the Italians. God bless all the Italians. And God bless all the heritages. God bless all the heritages. And my respect to all Jewish, Irish, African American, all the heritages and all the races and the creeds. We must respect people of different countries. Hold on, please. Hold on. Let me check. Let me check the chat. Okay, Minnie the Moocher. Minnie the Moocher. God bless you, Minnie. And a big hug as always, and a kiss on the forehead for Minnie the Moocher. Okay. David James, Paul C. You don't have to say you're sorry, Paul C. Forget about that. God bless you, Paul C. Okay, okay. Kid Rock as always. Kid Rock as always. Okay. David James, Mario, okay, Top G, Andrea, okay, Michael Mormile, and Paul C, Jane Perry, okay. I don't want to miss anyone. I don't want to miss anyone. So getting back to the topic of Emery, I want to repeat and I want to send a message. Emery is a good person. If you have a difference with Emery, try to resolve it privately. Privately. If you cannot resolve it privately, and if you do it publicly, do it with class. Do it with class. There is no need to insult anyone. If I have a difference with someone, which I don't, and I will never have a difference because I did not come on YouTube for that. If I would have a difference with someone, I would try to communicate with that person in private. If I cannot communicate myself in private, but do it respectfully, to do it respectfully over the air. An example, Dick Tracy, this is the problem. This is the problem. Say the problem, let us try to resolve it in a respectful way. There is no need to insult anyone. There is no need to mention no one's family. There's no need to mention no one's children. There's no need to call people's jobs. Do not do that. That is wrong. That is wrong. Calling a person's job. Don't do that. That is wrong. And then mentioning a person's relative that has nothing to do with the so-called problem. And then mentioning children. You do not mention children. Never. And someone's mother. No. You do not do that. If you have a difference with a person, resolve it in an educated form. Okay, it is 2:16 in the morning. Let me see what else. So we are clear. To be clear, Emery is a good person. Emery is not a racist. Emery is not a Nazi. Please, come on. Come on, people, let's grow up. Let's grow up. Let us be intelligent adults. Let us be intelligent adults. Okay, God bless Emery. And this is Emery's channel. I want everyone to support Emery's official channel. I want everyone to support Emery's channel always. Support Emery. Emery is a good person. Emery is a good person. There's no need for anyone. There is no need for anyone to have problems with Emery. There is no need. And there is no need to have problem with anyone. God bless everyone. And I wish everyone well. I wish everyone well. God bless everyone. I hope everyone becomes a trillionaire. And I hope everyone receives the blessing of good health from our Lord thy God. And I hope everyone lives a happy life. And I want to tell everyone, come on YouTube to have a good time. Do not come on YouTube to have problems. And all the people that are troublemakers, stop it. Stop it. Because what you are really doing, you are destroying yourselves. You are destroying yourselves. The evil that you are doing is going to come back to you. Triple. The evil that one does comes back to the person that does it. One day, many months ago, I heard a person on YouTube saying that they were going to do witchcraft against another person. That they were going to do witchcraft against another person. That is crazy. That is blasphemia. That is an infamia. That is a mortal sin. That is also harassment under the law. Those that do witchcraft against others, that same witchcraft that you are doing is gonna multiply and fall on you, the one that is doing the witchcraft. We must be clear. A lot of people think that they can do a witchcraft against another person and all will be fine. No, all will not be fine. That witchcraft that you are doing it to yourself, because it's going to come back to you. And once it comes back to you, I will hear your screams. The world will hear your screams. I'm going to tell you, this is a true story. This story was told to me by my dear mother. May she rest in peace. There once was an elderly lady that my mother used to tell me that used to do a lot of witchcraft. A lot of witchcraft. That lady, in her deathbed, my mother tells me that the screams were heard all over the town that she was born here in Puerto Rico when she was a young girl. There was an elderly lady that used to do a lot of witchcraft. When that lady was in her deathbed, the screams, but screams that you hear in a horror movie. You see, when I was a young kid in the early 60s, we couldn't afford to buy a TV. We couldn't afford that. When I was around 5 or 6. My parents couldn't afford to buy a TV. We couldn't afford it. Period. So when I was like a toddler, we couldn't afford a TV. So at nighttime, we used to listen a lot to the radio, because in the early 60s, they used to give they used to tell a lot of scary stories on the radio. They used to have these mystery theaters in the radio. They were radio plays. If you enter, they're on YouTube. When you guys have time, enter on YouTube, CBS Radio Theater. CBS Radio Theater. Once you enter that, you're going to hear all the stories, all the radio stories that I used to hear when I was a kid. They are like Twilight Zone stories. Excellent. They are excellent. So when you have time, enter on YouTube CBS Radio Theater. Okay, getting back to what I was saying, being that we couldn't afford a TV, so at nighttime we used to listen to the radio, and also my mother used to tell me stories when she was a young girl about the people in her town. So she used to tell me a lot of stories. It was a very educational experience. You see, uh, that is the value. That is also sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's good if you can talk to if your parents are still alive. It is good to have conversations with your parents. Turn off the TV. Turn off YouTube. Turn off the computer and talk to your elderly relatives, and they will tell you great stories, and you will learn from them stories. Okay, hold on, everyone. Okay, it's gonna be an hour that I've been on the air, so I am going to end the telecast. I am going to end the telecast. I almost forgot. Before I end this telecast, please listen to what am about. Please listen to what I am about to say. I am talking in general, to be clear. I am not talking to a specific person because we can all learn. We are in the learning process. When you are invited to a panel, it can be on this channel, it can be on any channel. If you are invited to a panel to give your opinion, listen to what I'm about to say. We must all, that is including me, including Marie, including everyone, to be clear. We must be careful. We must be careful how we express our opinions. We do not want to offend anyone. Because if people feel offended, listen to me. If people feel offended, they can strike our channels. They can strike our channels. An example, let us say that I am talking about race. Let's say I am talking about race, and I do not express myself properly. The person that is listening to me, even if it is not true, they can say this: oh, Edwin is a racist. Edwin is a racist, and I am going to strike Edwin's channel. And I can lose my channel. I can lose my channel because someone felt offended. So we have to be careful the way we express ourselves. We can talk about any topic, but we must be careful how we express ourselves. We must be careful not to offend, because if a person feels offended, they can strike our channels and we can lose our channels. That is reality. That is reality. To be clear, you have the right, you have the right to think the way you think. You have the right to your own opinion. But once you express it publicly, you must be careful. You must be careful. You cannot just say things like raw. You cannot do that. You cannot do that anymore. You cannot do that anymore. because people will feel offended. Look, an example. I'm going to give you an example. I work in our company. There's a lot of women, very professional women, very professional and very well educated and women of high position. I cannot tell a woman, hey, you look beautiful today. I cannot do that anymore. I cannot do that anymore because if that woman feels offended, she can file a complaint against me for sexual harassment. I want everyone to put that in your wallets and your purses. That is a reality. That is a reality. If I tell a coworker of mine, uh, an example, uh, Mrs. Cleaver, an example, Mrs. Cleaver, you look beautiful today. If Mrs. Cleaver, if Mrs. Cleaver feels offended, she can file a sexual harassment against me and take me to court just for telling her that she looks beautiful. I want everyone to put that in your wallets. We have to be careful how we put sentences together. That is the world that we are living now. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. It doesn't matter. That's the way the world is now. We have to adapt ourselves to avoid problems. I don't want to go to court. Who wants to go to court? But people will take you to court. People will file a complaint against you. People will strike this channel. So we have to be careful. We have to be careful how we express ourselves. We have to be careful. We have to be tactful. We have to be tactful. I'm going to give another example. I'm going to give an example. The young kids, the young kids, the young kids, the young kids that are going in to steal in the stores. Do not mention race. That has nothing to do with race. You cannot say such and such a race is doing that. That is racism. That is racism. You cannot do that. Listen to this one. Listen to this one. Once, listen to this one. Once I was watching an episode. Once I was watching, this is a true story. Once I was watching an episode of The Sopranos. I like this. I like. I like. I like that series. One of the best award-winning series of all time, The Sopranos. There is an episode. There is an episode. I forget the name of the actor. The actor passed away. May God bless his memory. He is the actor. He is the actor that played also with in Raging Bull with Joe Pesci. He is the actor. He is the Italian actor. Okay. He is the actor that they beat up in the bar. That they beat up Billy Bats. He is the actor that plays the part of Billy Bats. That Joe Pesci beats him up, and then they put him in the trunk of the car, and Joe Pesci stabs him a lot of times, and then they shoot him, and then they bury him. I forget the name of the. He was a great actor. He was a great, to be clear, he was a great secondary actor and a great supporting actor. I forget his name. May God bless his memory. May God bless his memory, with all respect. But there's a part, and to be clear, what I am saying is not his fault. It was in the script. He has to read what's in the scripts. And to be clear, he didn't write the script. He is just portraying what's in the script. Check this out. There is an episode on The Sopranos that he is playing. He is talking to a little nephew. He tells his nephew, "Hey, you look like a Puerto Rican whore." He says it. See, that is offensive. But I'm not blaming the actor, because the actor has to say what's in the script. I am blaming the person that wrote the script. That is offensive. You see, that you look like a Puerto Rican whore. See, that is racism, and that is offensive. That is offensive, because that comment is saying that all the Puerto Rican women are whores, and that is not correct. That is a disrespect. You see, we have to be careful how we express ourselves. See, that episode there, that part should have never been on the air. You see, we have to be careful how we express ourselves. See, we cannot say all the kids that went inside belong to such and such a race. We cannot say that. We can. The only thing that we can say, a lot of young kids were stealing at that store, but you cannot say the race, because it is offensive. Hold on, everyone. Hold on. Okay, everyone, I'm back. Please put this in your wallets and in your purses. Welcome to the world that we are living now. And we have to be careful. We have to be careful how we express ourselves. If not, we're going to have a lot of problems. We have to, especially when you are in public, you must be careful of your vocabulary. And also, talking about race, talking about homosexuality, we must be careful. We must be careful, because if people are offended, they will take you to court. They will take you to court, and they will sue you. And they will file a complaint against you, and that is harassment. That is harassment. Welcome to 2023. I want everyone. We must be careful how we express ourselves to avoid problems. Because you can say something with a good intention, but you have to make sure that you phrase it correctly. I hope everyone understands what I am saying. We live in a very complex world now, so we have to adapt ourselves. If we do not adapt ourselves, we are going to have a lot of problems. We must adapt ourselves to this new complex world. We must be prepared. You see, I can no longer, I could no longer tell a female coworker of mine, "You look nice today." I can no longer do that because if I do that, I can get into trouble, and I don't want to have trouble in my job, and I don't want to lose my job. I also don't want to lose this channel. To be clear, I do not want to lose this channel because if I lose this channel, I'm not going to do like other people. Uh, a lot of people have lost their channels and then they come back and make a new one. Not me. If I lose this channel, I will never come back. I will never come back and have another channel. That's the way I am. I will not do that. I will not do that because I am not that kind of person. So, so that's a comment. It's important, and we must follow the law also. We must do everything by the law, and we must walk straight. There's a lot of channels that they have no respect. They have no respect for the rules and regulations of YouTube. They also have no respect for the law. And they have no respect for God. And they don't even believe in God. So I hope we are clear tonight. I hope we are clear. I hope we have all learned something tonight. Let me check the chat. Let me check the chat. Hold on, everyone. Don Miko, God bless you. Don Miko, God bless you. Just chilling. Just chilling. Dios te bendiga. Just chilling. Dios te bendiga. Y me respeto a tu familia. Y le echo una bendición a tus padres y a tus hijos y a toda tu familia. Just chilling. The reason I am greeting Just Chilling in Spanish because he is my Mexican cousin. Puerto Ricans and Mexicans are cousins until they get to the boxing ring. But me and Just Chilling will never get to the boxing ring. Why? Because I am too old and Just Chilling will beat me up, and win in the boxing ring. And I will go to the cemetery. A big hug, Just Chilling, a big hug. A big hug. All right, David Jennings, Frank Vincent. Frank Vincent, may God bless his memory. Excellent actor, real New Yorker, a real Italian New Yorker. God bless him, God bless him. Okay. Hold on, everyone. Okay. Yankees for life. Welcome. Yankees for life. Welcome. Okay. Don Miko, welcome. Don Miko. Just chilling. Okay. Glad to see Don Miko and Just Chilling. Let me see. Hold on. Just Chilling and Don Miko. Just Chilling and Don Miko. Would you like me to paste the link? And Just Chilling, you can come up. You can come up and promote your channel. And Don Miko, you can tell us the ultimate news, what's happening in Australia. Would you guys like to come up to the panel? Just Chilling and Don Miko, and also Yankees for Life. Yankees for Life. Just Chilling and Don Miko. If you want to come up to the panel, I'll paste the link. Just let me know right now in the chat. Come on. Let me know. That way, Don Miko can tell me about Australia. What's happening? The ultimate news. Just Chilling can promote his channel and tell me what's happening in Los Angeles. And Yankees for Life can tell me what is happening in his life. Hold on. Edwin, love to, but I am at work. Okay, Don Miko. Don Miko, you are welcome always. You are welcome always. Okay, David says, hi, Yanks. Yankees for Life, would you like to come up to the panel? And you can tell me about your life. I want to know about your life. Yankees for Life. And also Just Chilling. Just Chilling. Come on, guys. Let me know. Let me know. That way I can send the link immediately. Okay, let me see. I've been on the air for 1 hour and 17 minutes. Come on, guys. Come on. They're not answering me, so that means that they are not in the chat. Okay, okay. No problem. Maybe the next time. Maybe the next time. Okay, everyone. Okay. I want to thank everyone. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. And please, this is the message. Emery is just a good person. Again, I repeat, Emery is just a good person. Emery is not a Nazi. Emery is not a racist. Emery is just a good person. Is just a good person. Let me send a special shout out to Todd Father. Todd Father, what's happening? That you are not doing your morning shows. What is happening? Wait, hold on. Someone wrote, Miss Kim. Miss Kim. Okay. Miss Kim, would you like to be on the panel with me? Miss Kim, can I send you the link? Tell me, Miss Kim's, if you want the link. That way I'll paste the link and you can share with me. Let us see what Miss Kim says. Mr. Edwin, okay. Miss Kim's, would you like the link? That way you can, let's not talk about what you talked about in the other channel, but we can talk about other positive things. Miss Kim's, would you like me to send you the link before I close the telecast? Okay, Minnie the Moocher says, hi, Kim. Miss Kim, would you like the link? Okay, let's see. I would love to. I am so exhausted. I was up there for a couple of hours. Okay, this is what we're going to do, Miss Kims. I'm going to paste the link. Wait, hold on. Rain check. Is that okay? Okay. No problem, Miss Kims. Oh, rain check. No problem. Miss Kims, a big hug, and I give you a kiss on the forehead with honor and respect. With honor and respect. And Miss Kims, this is your channel. Whenever you want to come on, this is your channel. This is your channel. And God bless you always. And a big hug, and God bless your family. God bless your family always. God bless your family. Okay, everyone. I'm gonna close the telecast. Miss Kim will be on in the future. We will have Miss Kim's in the future. So everyone sub and subscribe to Miss Kim's. Everyone, sub and subscribe to Miss Kim's, please. And support Miss Kim's. That is very important. Okay, so everyone, Thank you for coming. Good night. Again, I repeat, Emery, just a good human being. That is all. That is all. Emery, just a good human being and just a good person. And he is like my son. He is like my son. And I want to say this tonight. Oh, okay. Let me give the shout outs. Todd Father, what is happening? That you have not been doing your morning shows? Already 2 or 3 days absent. What is going on? Then we have Tommy Six. Tommy Six, always consistent. Always consistent. Tommy Six, always in the mornings. At 7 in the morning, always consistent in his morning shows. Tommy Six, excellent. And let me tell you, this is my own opinion. Tommy Six is growing. He's growing more as a human being. That is my opinion of Tommy Six. Tommy Six is growing. His mind is growing. He's becoming. How do you say? He's becoming a man. He's becoming a man of the universe. A man of the universe. And we should all become men of the universe. What does that mean? That means that we are growing. We are growing psychologically. And we are growing intellectually. That's what it means. So I congratulate Tommy Six. Tommy Six. Frank Mucci. Frank Mucci, you have not been doing your morning shows. You have been absent also, like Todd Father. Consistent. You must be consistent. Ralph Mucci, you are a good man, decent man, a man of class. You must do your morning program every morning. That is the law. And then we have Weingill. Weingill is doing good. Weingill has been doing excellent programming. Excellent programming. Everyone support Weingill. And also my dear uncle, Uncle Tindu. Uncle Tindu every day at 2 o'clock. Every day at 2 o'clock. It is a family atmosphere. Anything goes. Anything goes with Uncle Tindu. Uncle Tindu is just like visiting. It's like visiting your relatives. It's like visiting your relatives. A family atmosphere. And we also have Brooklyn guy, Vinny Bracco. Brooklyn guy, Vinny Bracco. Please support Vinny Bracco, Brooklyn guy. And always, God bless Miss Angel Gotti. God bless her always. A big hug for her. And many blessings for her daughter, Victoria. The baby is coming. The baby is coming. The baby should be arriving exactly from 30 to 40 days from now with the blessing of God. And the little baby's name is little baby Emma. Little baby Emma. God bless little baby Emma. God bless little baby Emma, her grandmother, Miss Angel, and her dear mother, Victoria, and her whole entire family, including little baby Emma's father, because without the father, they would not be a little Emma. So God bless the whole entire Gotti family with our utmost respect always. Here we respect. We have honor and we have respect. Okay. So everyone, God bless everyone. God bless everyone. I don't want to forget anyone. I don't want to forget something. And please, we must be careful how we express ourselves. We don't want to offend anyone. We must be careful. We must learn to be diplomatic. Let me check the chat one more time. Okay. So good night. Okay, good night. Good night, David James. Good night, Minnie the Moocher. Good night, Kim Striven. Kim Striven. Hold on. David James, good night. Don Miko, good night. Just Chilling, good night. Yankees for Life, good night. Kid Rock, good night. Michael Mormile, good night. Michael Mormile, good night. Paul C. Paul C, good night. Mario, good night, Mario. Mario M, good night. Top G, good night. Andre Fatali, good night. Okay, hold on, everyone. Hold on. Yep, that's it. That's it. Okay, I hope I didn't miss anyone. Minnie the Moocher, good night. Okay, everyone, good night. What time is it? Oh, it is 2:54 in the morning, almost 3 o'clock in the morning, here in Puerto Rico. Eastern Standard, Eastern Time, Eastern Time. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming, everyone. God bless everyone. And I repeat again to everyone on YouTube, Emery is just a good person. Emery is just a good person. Emery, not a racist, not a Nazi. To be clear, to be clear. Okay, Emery, God bless you. And a big hug. Mother Emery, God bless you also. And may the Irish, and may you receive Irish blessings. Hold on, everyone. Hold on. Okay. And may the Irish blessings bless you. No, there's an Irish saying, but I must learn it. That way I can tell it to Emery's dear mom. Okay. The next time we will have Irish Night here on this channel. Irish Night. And maybe if we're lucky, Emery's mom will be on the panel with me. Emery's mother will be on the panel with me, if God permits. And we're talking about Irish culture and heritage. And we will bring the Irish bagpipes with the blessing of God. And the Westies can bring the Irish holy water. Okay, enough of the jokes. Okay, good night, everyone. Good night.